everyone and welcome to Ultimate Clash channel. So today we are back with that new challenge that's coming up, which is the Elixir Marathon, and the ramp up challenge is gonna be the first episode of it. So let's jump into some replay after I showed you the two decks I use. So first one is this one, the Nighthawk, basically Bomb Tower one, and the other one is the Royal Hogs with the Firecracker and the Goblin Cage. And let's jump into battle and I'll tell you which one I preferred. Basically after that I'm gonna show you basically all my victories that I did, not the fail that I did with this one here. Alright, so let's jump into the first one, which is the Nighthawk version, which is the one that I less like to play. So, and you'll see. So now the times to a. So we start off with this. So just thinking, let's do a little bit of damage and see what he's got, because at that point, of course, you don't know. Bomb Tower to deal with him. And here we go. Counter-attacking with my own one, since I know that he used his Inferno Tower, so I was free to go. So I was waiting here for the log basically, so because I thought maybe it put something in front or in the back of the goblin, so I had more value, which didn't happen. Here I'm gonna put back Bomb Tower, which I misplaced a little bit. I'm gonna get 2 or 3 hits from that hog, but still I'm getting some decent value on the right with my counter attack here. And boom, 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 tower. So misplacement on my part, but still turns out great. Of course, as you can see, his flying machine is level 5, so he's not maxed out for that part. He's not maxed out also for his hogs. So that guy isn't maxed out, which is common at the start of a challenge. Of course, you're not always against maxed out players. And here we go. So that deck isn't bad. As you can see, there's many ways to defend, and of course the strategy to win is the Hog Rider. Here you see log has more value because it takes more everything off. I really like the mix of the hog with the bats. He did a nice fireball though there. So here, earthquake, everything except the flying machine, since it's flying. And 5 seconds and it's done. Right, 2, 1. So as you can see here, even if he did take my right tower, I would have taken his left, so that would have been a win anyway. Alright, so let's jump into the next replay. So I changed up this deck right now with the Royal Hogs, and as you can see in that replay, I'm playing against a good meta deck right now, which is the Elixir Golem healer deck with the E-Drag also. So it's pretty powerful deck, and I still managed to get the win, right? And the guy wasn't playing like really badly also, so the only thing I think is that the Executioner that he's using right now, he should have led the original deck with the Night Witch. That's the only thing basically. Besides that, that's really the meta decks that's going on right now with the Elixir Golem, which is pretty powerful. And boom, royal delivery. So we're basically playing meta decks versus meta decks right now. That's exactly what's happening. So and that turns out that the one I choose in that matchup, mine was stronger. So here we go again. He's doing a nice NATO here to put everything together. And here we go. Now I'm gonna have B. Let's go. Royal Logs. Here I went a little bit too fast, as you can see, with my skeleton barrel, because he had the everything to counter it. But still turns out not too bad. Here I take the left tower with the firecracker. Firecracker is really powerful. To be honest, it's one of the strongest cards right now. It cannot be killed with log. It can only be killed one shot by arrows, so it's a 3 for 3. So you don't get value like elixir trade, good elixir trade for it. So yeah, I think she's kind of better than the legendary card basically right now. And it's a common card, right? You got the princess, which is a legendary card, but this one is common card and it's far better, right? So that's kind of insane. That's how Clash Royale works. You get a legendary card, don't waste your time on upgrading some legendary cards. It takes too much times, and basically you get no value out of it, because a common card's gonna go up and put your legendary card to oblivion. And here we go. Because as you can see in that deck, basically, which is really powerful, it's either common or rare card. That's all. Great, let's jump into the next one, which is a log bait one with a little bit of a variation with the arrows, and still put up a victory. Even though I didn't have really something good to defend. Here we go. Because the Goblin Barrel right now in that matchup is kind of hard on me. I don't really have a direct counter, so I'm sure to get damage every time. At that point I knew I was facing that log bait deck. I was surprised by the arrows though, which is not common, really not common in that kind of deck. So that's why I put the skeleton barrel there. I knew it would protect my little bats, so that it gave me some good value there. Great news is I do have the earthquake to deal with that. So Inferno Tower is not a problem. So I can go back on the attack right now. Putting some bats, everything together, a lot of damage. So as you can see, I'm not wasting much elixir on the defense. I'm only putting like the one elixir skeleton on the defense, basically. And yahoo! Boom! So here we go. Another push here. He's gonna put the Inferno Tower. So as you can see on the left right now, my left tower is now at 394. So I know I'm pretty close to losing it. So at that point, I'm gonna defend it one more time, and that's it. So I put 3 elixir to defend 3 elixir. As you see, it turned out really well. But I know at that 187, next time he pulls that trick up, I'm not even bothering. Why? Because I know I'm gonna lose it anyway. So I'm just focusing on getting to the second tower. So here, as you see, Goblin Barrel, I don't deal with it, I focus on the attack here. And I'm really in the lead right now. So as you see, his main tower, 644, 713 on the last remaining one. I'm at still pretty much full health on mine. And basically Goblin Barrel is going to be crushed right now since, well, I have 2 towers activated right now. So 509. Pretty much done. I've got 2 firecrackers, well now 1, and the rocket won't prevent fodder from it, and that's it. And let's jump into the last one, because this one I went back to the night one versus a golem deck, which I lost, which isn't interesting, and this one is pretty much interesting matchup because I went back against again another Goblin Barrel player, and this guy has also the Royal Giant, right? So you don't want the Royal Giant. At that point in time, like every time you don't know what the opponent's playing, so if you got the Goblin Cage, put it in the middle. That's the safe play to do. And that Goblin is sure kicking some, because it's really like, it's LT, has a lot of health, and as you can see here, boom, defending the everything here. What I like with this version 1 is that, as you can see on defense here, I was able to prevent that mini P.E.K.K.A. with 3 elixir. So 1 elixir for the little skeleton, 2 elixir for the bats, and that's it, right? Because mini P.E.K.K.A. can be like really powerful if you let him get on your tower. So you don't want the mini P.E.K.K.A. on your tower. Pancakes. Yep, that's what mini P.E.K.K.A. says. So Earthquake is good to defend here, as you can see. There's many ways to defend in this deck with the Royal Delivery, with the Earthquake. Of course, most of the times you want to keep your Earthquake for the offense, because people are going to have buildings like this one, the Tesla here. But it can still help in the defense, right? So why not? Instead of losing a tower, that's what this game is about, right? So here, he's gonna zap. He still misses 2 bats on my left tower, so I'm surviving there. And I have like a hard counter here, right? He has the Fireball, which is like direct damage to my Royal Logs, but he still managed to fail, basically. Here we go. Earthquake is gonna go down. I went Earthquake before I even knew you put everything there. Preventive strike, right? So here I tried to defend a little bit, which I shouldn't have, like the last battle I said. It was sure that I was unable to defend anyway, so, but I still did it, which is, well, if I were to play that game again, I wouldn't like defend on that barrel there at the time, just to make sure that I end up winning. And now that I know that he has the Royal Giant, I have no choice but to put the Goblin Cage every time that he in the center to avoid that Royal Giant deployment, which can be really hard and cost you like a play. So as soon as you get the Goblin Barrel, if you're playing against Royal Giant or any kind of big troop like this, you need to put it down in the middle so that he can't rush it like that. Otherwise you might get screwed, right? So I'm chipping him away one hit at a time. And it's almost done at that point. And here we go. Game over. So that's gonna be it for today, guys. So hope you like the 2 decks that I've shown you. Try it out and see you next time.